Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right. I'm going to start with this bad boy. This is going to be a message I'm actually going to channel in Mother Lilith with this reading. And I haven't done one with her in a long time. No, you do not need to be a devotee or work with her to listen to this message, okay? Anytime, though, for collective readings, when I do channel in Mother Lilith, what does Mother Lilith represent? Divine feminine power, dark feminine power, gender does not matter, independency, rebellion, breaking societal norms. Anytime she's coming through with my channeled messages, it's kind of she's trying to teach you something to step into your authenticity, to break chains, to walk away from certain things that no longer serves us or no longer serves you, even if it costs you a lot, okay? There is something I feel like she's trying to give you that extra push right now. So per usual, I go long and detailed for a reason. So if none of this applies to you, sits right with you, you don't want to hear what I have to say, that is okay. But before I really tap into her and what she wants to talk to you about and what is the lessons provided, I really want to start with this deck and more see what is something you're going through right now, okay? So future reference, this reading may be a trigger warning to some of you, and especially when I channel her energy in, it may be things you're not ready to hear or you're kind of don't want to hear, but you need to hear, okay? So if you are in a place where you're still kind of vulnerable or easily triggered right now, I would not watch this reading, okay? But I think there is a message coming through with her. She wants you to step into your power of some form or fashion, okay? So let me kind of see to confirm if this is really your reading. What is something are you going through right now? I'm going to start with 4 cards. Wow, so I got reality check, sea lioning, no show, and X on the seam. So this is clearly talking about an ex of yours of some form or fashion. Let me see what's going on. I feel like you have been faced with lesson after lesson after lesson with this person. And the nice way for this collective, again, this whole giant read's going to be in the nicest way. You have not gotten it. And I feel like every time this person has came into your life, the reality checks have gone harsher and harsher and harsher. And I feel like recently you just went through one with this person. There could have been a scenario recently where maybe specifically you've wanted to make plans with this person. You were meant to meet up somewhere and this person just ghosted you. But I feel like this has been a habit with this person. They've always said the right things, promised you the world, promised to do this, this, and that, and the third with you. But again, with that no-show, I'm literally hearing they just did not show up. But they're very quick to slide in your DMs and give you the bare minimum, correct? Okay? And that, again, this is so far of essentially what you're going through. And I will say this, how many more reality checks, how many more times are you going to allow this person to hurt you? Right off the bat, I'm going to ask you yourself that, okay? I think this person really does come in and do the, oh my gosh, I miss you. You know, I want to know how you're doing. And in reality, they're scheming. They really want to see what you're doing. There is something about this person in reality, and I feel like that's something you're kind of slowly waking up to, is it's not really all about, oh, they miss you. If they truly missed you, they would have invested their time and their effort towards it. But again, reality check was your first card. Yeah, fake apologies, please. But this person has just always said all the right things. Actions, literally, they don't show up on stage for you. They have never shown up for you. You've always had to put in the performance on your own. What else is this reality check? Monkey branching, going from, And then one-sided story. That's where I was asking, how many more times are you going to get reality checks from this person? Okay. I feel like your side, the way you kind of interpret this is like you're kind of doing the, I don't understand why they do this. And I feel like this person has had a history of they'll leave you behind and then you find out publicly that this person may go towards something else. And it's like you're always kind of seeking their side of the story. It's like you want something out of them. You want a specific conversation. You want their side of the story as far as why do they behave the way that they do. You keep looking for answers from this person. This person has never given that to you, but they have shown you that through actions. In that case, not through words. No show. Strengths. That's what I'm saying. You are really stressed right now. I'm seeing literally like this guy. He's kind of rubbing his head like, this person's making you rub your head right now. And then I got pick of the litter. Having choices, position of power, has the upper hand, selective, best of the best, greatest of all. I feel like that is your person. As far as you, I think you get, and the one thing I will say that both of you have agreed on is you're right. You are different from the rest, okay? 555 on my timers, I'm saying that. You are literally different from the rest of them. But I feel like this is the illusion, this collective you get caught up in. Again, this is kind of what you're going through. So this is kind of stuff you already know. And again, with that one-sided story, you're kind of like, well, if I'm so different from the rest, if you tell me I'm the one, why do you keep picking these other kittens? What is it about me that you just cannot choose? Okay, you say I'm different from the rest, and I do believe this person on that case. You really are. I am hearing like you are like the black cat. You are very different. I'm even hearing that term, you are the black sheep. You think differently. I'm hearing a collective, you are maybe a little bit of a spiritual witchy person. This person could come to you also with these strains right here. It's like, I feel like this person kind of knows that you're very empathic. You are very powerful, especially in the spiritual realm of some form. It's like they kind of take from you every single time. They may always come up, and this may be something you're not all the way aware about with that no show. It's like when they got that kind of protective energy out of you, that's when they bounce. For some of you, and I'm sorry, trigger warning, this person could always come in very lustfully. And I'm here to tell you right now, every time that you do, go hook up with this person, they walk away because they know they are protected with your energy. Very manipulative, very snaky, very evil. But don't worry, you want their side of the story. You want to know why they do what they do. Let me confirm this one-sided story. Lazy lover. That's what I just said. You want to know why they did what they do. Let me just do a few more, and then I'll move on to what does Lilith got to say. Thinking being perfect will help solve problems. Constant pursuit of unattainable ideal. One sec. And again, don't make that detail fit. This person has never truly came to you and told you how they felt and and why they ran. And if they did tell you how they feel, it's more when they're coming back. Oh my gosh, I miss you. I miss you. You see this picture of him literally burying the truth. You feel like that this person is not ready to tell you the truth, and that's why they do what they do. But what's funny, this card says seeing through the BS. You need to, and before I tap into Lilith, I'm going to tell you right now, cut the excuses for this person. Quit beating around the bush about why this person behaves the way they did with that falsy protection and doing that. Well, if I'm, I just want, this may be triggering here, but I feel like this collective, you are so worried about being the pick of the litter. I want it to be me. I want to be the black. You are the black cat. Why do you feel like you need to even everything else and perfect your world for this person? You have been doing too long and too much for this person. Where's that gotten you? A harsh reality check. And I'm going to ask you this before what Lilith has to tell you. How many times are you going to allow this person to embarrass you, hurt you before you really, how many wake-up calls do you need? No more. Everything I'm seeing of what you're going through is excuses for this person. Well, I know what they feel about me. I know spiritually you could be a tarot reader yourself. I tapped into divination. I could know what they're going through, but they're just not ready to tell me. Mother Lilith, what is a message you want to tell this collective? Mother Lilith. All right. Lilith, what do you want to say for this collective? So I got the Four of Wands, the Chariot, the Six of Cups, and then the Magician in reverse. Yikes. She is telling you she knows how you love. Literally the lover, shut up. Look at, I love this card because look, I see that as Lilith. Look at her and she's watching, but I'm hearing she's been watching you dance with the devil for too long. That is you, gender doesn't matter. And look at her, she's like watching this happen. But even then she's telling you, literally, I've watched you dance with the devil for too long. You're kissing too many toads for my liking. She knows how you love. She knows that you, and we're not talking about this person as of right now. She knows that you want marriage. You want somebody to walk by your side through hell and fire and back, through the thick and the thin and the ugly. And I'm not saying in this person's own right, you haven't done it with this person as far as walking through hell and back, but you're doing it with the wrong person. You are falling for manipulation. Okay? Look, she is talking about you, right, with that Six of Cups, somebody from your past. You keep seeking potential and marriage specifically out of somebody that should have been dimmied down a long time ago. I always say with my Chariot, it is forward movement, but Chariot, you kind of have the blinders on. You're very fixated on that one thing. She is telling you, take the blinders off and look at the reality of it. You are more fixated again, kind of like the potential, but it's more to do with nostalgia. This person does bring back, she knows this person brings back nostalgia for you, okay? This person, and in a little ways, I think she's sympathizing with you to a degree. She knows that this person at one point has made your heart sing and has made your heart happy. This person has healed a childhood wound out of you, and a lot of that is happiness, union. This could be somebody she knows this is the first person you've really fallen in love with. This is the first time you've truly experienced love with this person. Let me see more of the Six of Cups. What is this person? Queen of Swords in reverse. I feel like specifically for this collective in your past too, and it could be for a mother figure for some of you with this Queen of Swords in reverse, you could have, that's what I'm saying, this person at one point did make your heart sing, and that is why you got caught up in that, okay? You got caught up on this person. This person helped you escape, in a way, something really nasty and has something to do with your childhood. I feel like this collective, you've always been exposed, especially by this feminine energy. And again, I'm picking up a mother figure, but it could be, for whatever this applies to you, someone who was cruel, someone that was harsh, that didn't teach you love. You know, and I truly feel like not just within love as far as romantically, but even just in love in general, you were always exposed with the nastier sides out of people. But with this collective, you truly have a heart. You have a sweet, sensitive soul. And I feel like what Lilith is telling you is that when this person came into your life, this person showed you again, what true love was, and you took that and ran. It was like, again, it made your heart excited. It was like a new drug. It was like something new you tried, and it's like a roller coaster. It was kind of scary at first when you got on, but man, when you went through it, it's like, yay, I want to go back in line again and again and again. But now it's gone to the point the ride is shut down. And let's be real, if I am talking to a collective, you are a devotee or you do work with Lilith, you will experience a lot of karmic relationships in your life to teach you a lesson, to step into your divine feminine power. And I feel for this collective, and Lilith that's what I'm saying, she's sympathizing with you. You've never experienced a kind of love this person brought to the table for you. And again, I feel like this person was an escape for you, an escape from the manipulation you were dealing with. That's what I'm saying. You were dealing with the feminine energy in your childhood, or even then in your past specifically, that has kind of traumatized you. It's never talked kindly to you, that has talked you down. And I feel like in a way, at one point, this person kind of saved you from that. This person at the beginning presented maybe the opposite. They were very kind to you. They let you know how beautiful you were, how courageous you were, that you were capable of so many things, and I got you. And you really took that and ran with it. And now that this person keeps coming in and out of your life and keeps disappearing, you truly don't know what to do with it. And as bad as it sounds, instead of letting this go and understanding, okay, this was just a lesson learned, and for this collective, I know that's easier said than done. Well, you get caught up on truly how this person presented to you in the very beginning. No, but you don't know what they've done for me. You don't know what they healed for me. But that is I kind of want to cry. That is the thing with what this person has done. I know this person has impacted you negatively and was horrible and ghosted you, but what they did do was heal a part of you, but that's it. They weren't meant for marriage. They weren't meant to be with you in the long haul. Four of Wands, let's confirm that. Literally Ace of Wands in reverse. No. And that's where I'm saying, if anything, I'm telling you, that's a reality check I feel like that you have faced and you need to face. You want marriage with this person. This person right now seeing you as lust. And every time you give your inner, and let's be real, anytime you go, sleep or hook up with somebody, you are literally giving your energy to that person. You are sending off that person protection, open opportunities for you. This is going to hurt, but she's telling you, you see this person as a whole. This person sees you as a whole, if you know what I'm saying. And that is a harsh pill to sit with, especially if, like I discussed earlier, this person has a problem of being a monkey branch or swinging from one person to another. That clearly shows, she is telling you, Lilith is showing you, she is showing you what this person is doing. You are so caught up again on the potential of what this person could be for you someday because of what they showed you in the beginning. You're not reading the lines in the middle. This person's treating everybody like that. What's the Chariot? Can we confirm the Chariot, Mother Lilith? Seven of Cups in reverse. She is telling you, stop choosing people that are not choosing you. This person is bringing out a shadow, has mirrored a shadow part in you that you're not willing to face, and it has a lot to do with this feminine energy specifically that has affected you possibly from when you were a child or in your past, okay? Let me see now what is this shadow aspect she's trying to present to you, what this person has shown you. Eight of Wands in reverse. She is bringing up your childhood very heavily. Maybe, unfortunately, for this collective, you were the one. And again, I keep feeling for some of you, this could truly be a mother figure that has really affected you of some form. And this is kind of a shadow aspect. Because I always say in my readings and even to my personal clients, sometimes when it comes to learning certain lessons, it doesn't just come from one person. Sometimes the universe will ship off another person towards you, but in a different font to teach you a similar lesson that you have not learned from this feminine energy. There is a little bit of a savior complex that's going on for this collective, and it's not your fault. I feel like you grew up at, very quickly at a very young age. Maybe you've learned to talk, I said that for you've learned how to talk. I don't know where that came from. You've taught yourself at a very young age to grow up. Maybe you have matured very, very quickly at a young age. And if I am picking up this feminine energy that was very cruel to you, there is something about the way the way people have spoken to you was very unjust, was very uncruelly. But again, I kind of get a savior complex of you want to give them grace. And I feel like that is a lesson you have not learned from this feminine energy. And the universe, unfortunately, has shipped your ex, your person that you love, right towards you to kind of teach you a similar lesson of you cannot save the situation. You cannot save this person. You cannot make this person, your ex, this feminine energy, see your worth, and you keep doing that. You keep wanting to wait around, and again, I don't think you forefrontly do this intentionally, but you're kind of like, okay, I'll wait for them separately to get their crap together. You have patience of an angel, I will say that. You keep waiting around for these people in general to treat you better, and well, they got to go live their life on their own, and when they come back, they'll finally see my worth, babe. In the nicest way. Lilith is telling you, you are not seeing your worth all the way. Why are you waiting around? She's asking you, why are you waiting around? Why are you waiting for these people to come towards you? To let these people teach? Can't talk. Sorry, I couldn't speak. Sign something about the way you speak. You need to speak your truth, and you have yet to do that. That's where I was kind of I slipped up and said, you've learned how to talk. You're learning how to speak up. Your power, your true power is your voice. And you have suppressed that in your entire life. And I'm sorry, huge trigger warning. You could have had trauma of people telling you to shut up or shut the F up. Or I'm seeing people verbally have been cruel to you. And again, I'm getting from this feminine energy. And this person has triggered some of that aspects out of you. As she is asking you, Lilith is asking you, why are you allowing these cruddy people determine your worth? Why are you waiting around for them to finally come up and give that potential of your worth? And she knows how kind of a soul you got. You don't see evil. You don't really, I'm not saying you don't all the way to an extent. Yeah, I'm getting chills. You see this world beautifully through rainbows and sunshines and butterflies, and don't let that slip away because of these crappy people. Continue to see that, but see the reality checks that she has given you, that the universe has given you. The reason I feel like this message is coming through with that Queen of Swords in reverse is she doesn't want you to turn your heart cold. Because I always say with my Queen of Swords, she is my cutthroat bitch. She doesn't take any nonsense. She wants you, though, to stand in your power, to set those boundaries up, which you have failed to do. I feel like when people get mean towards you, again, verbally, you're kind of like, okay. And then you just sit there and kind of numb it out. No, again, you have a voice. Use it. There's a reason I kept getting blocks in my voice. You're scared to stand up for yourself when it comes to don't talk to me that way. And again, I'm not saying you don't to a certain extent, but specifically when it comes to this feminine energy, this ex of yours, you haven't done that. You've always stepped back. No, step on their toes is kind of what she's telling you. Let me see what else is Lilith. What else are you trying to tell this beautiful collective? Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. Stop settling for bare minimum. Quit getting caught up by words. Two pages here. That is the bare minimum. I'm not impressed seeing this. Lilith is not impressed seeing this. What did I just say? Step on their toes. Oh, hold on. Queen of Wands, King of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles. This is your gateway to freedom. For you. Step into your feminine energy. As far as I always look at my Queen of Wands, again, gender does not matter when I say all this. She is the it girl. I always look at it that she is that girl. a leader, both King of Swords also as well. You step into your masculine energy and also your feminine energy. You are a true leader in your own world. You lead the pack, not these people. Understand? She is telling you, you lead the way. They do not. Quit giving your power. I'm here and step on their toes. Oh, you don't like it? Tough. You want to know what sound I'm hearing? I've actually heard this on TikTok. It's like this deep monstrous voice, and I feel like it's Lilith coming through. She's saying, what are you doing? Why are you still holding back? Have you forgotten what they've said to us? What they did? They think you're a monster. Prove them right. You are scared of your own power, of what you could say, of what you could possibly lose. Think of Lilith, and a reason I'm channeling with Lilith, think of her lore. She stood in her own power, but it cost her everything. You never had these things, my darling. Step on their toes. Step hard on their toes. Okay? King of Swords, your masculine energies, speak. King of Swords is my truth seeker. He is also a very determined leader, but he could also be cold. He's very cutthroat and to the point. You have a voice. Use it. Ten of Pentacles at it. She is telling you this is your gateway to freedom. Your true stability, your true blessings, everything you've ever wanted when it comes to your finances, love, a family. You cannot be fulfilled. Step into your feminine energy, your dark feminine energy, when allowing that manipulation, that deceit, and that coldness to go on for so long. Let me see what else. I'm using my Oracle deck of what else is she trying to talk to you about. Intellectual talent, liberation, and contemplation. Yeah, being emotionally intelligent does suck. It sucks sometimes. It's powerful, but it does. And again, I keep feeling a motherly energy towards you. She really understands you into a lot of sense. The numbers 31, 29, and 47 could be very significant. Yeah, folly at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, she understands. Being emotionally intelligent does suck because you kind of don't like, you kind of hate, you dislike of what these people have done to you, especially this X and this feminine energy, what they put you through, but you understand why they do that to you. You're truly an empath. But again, it doesn't mean you need to go save them. You need to go save them to see their worth or your own worth. Not everybody needs to be saved, and not everybody wants to be saved. And she's asking you, how many reality checks are you going to put yourself through before it really tears you apart? She is telling you in the nice way, you are smarter than that. You are better than that. Fuck what you feel and know what you deserve. My battery just got low at 10%. Sign. Rage. What does Lilith represent? Feminine rage. That's a sign for some of you. Number 58, you are terrified of your own power. And when I say that, I don't mean go crash out, burn something. No, 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 no. You need to go scream. You're holding everything in. Your love and light is too much out there. When I say rage, of anybody that she is telling you, anybody that stands in your way, that stands in the way of your intellectual talents, your emotional maturity, your life path that you have forged for yourself, you burn into the ground. You, again, step on their toes. Get out of my way. I don't care what kind of history we've had together, what you made me feel at one point. What you are showing me is my reality. It is time to liberate yourself by stepping into your rage. I'm hearing, what is that? I say this sometimes. It's kind of like I'm all sage and hood and wish a motherfucker would. That's what you need to step into. That's what's going to set you free, not these people of what they said to you. Get out of that confusion. Let it go. Go scream. Where it's safe. What's funny, it came out sideways. I got reconciliation and family conflicts. I told you there could be a mother figure that has really put something down on you. But then talking about this ex of you wanting some form of reconciliation with these people. Let it go. Let them go. Let your love and light phase go. It is time to step into your dark feminine power. Your dark feminine power is never something to be afraid of. It is truly your most powerful part of yourself. And again, I'm getting it as your voice, your words. You have a voice. Lilith is telling you, you have spent your entire life being told to shut up, quiet, back off. No, it is time to get loud. It is time for them to hear you. These people come back into your energy. So they probably will. Because I always say, the universe will always repeat the same lessons to you until you finally get it. Okay? Use your voice. And she's asking you, how many reality checks are you going to get from these people until you finally learn the lesson? And again, I feel like your ex, I think you're taking it as that mirrored energy is like, oh, they mirror me, so we're meant to be together. This person's meant to liberate me. With anything, they've always put you in confusion. You've always sat in that mindset. No, they were meant to show you a shadow aspect that you've never healed from that feminine energy. They showed you something beautiful at one point. Is yes, they were kind of your escape plan in a way. They did show you that light of your world, but it was never meant to follow you in the long haul. You will find love again. But love yourself first. You have to. You don't have a choice. Unnatural passions right there. Number 61, 35, 58 also could be significant. Let me do one more. Endings and rebirth. Lilith is telling you, I can lead you to the water. I can't make you drink it. And I've always told clients this, like, I can't teach you self-worth. That comes within you. That comes within that fire in your belly. She said with that rage, it's there. You got to release it. Unnatural passion, she is telling you, that is not love. Talking about your ex. And even from this feminine energy, that is not love. That is not normal. So stop normalizing it. If you want your new life, you got to sacrifice your old one. And she is telling you, you will, I'm hearing that song by Maroon 5, She Will Be Loved. You will be loved. But it begins and ends with you. Understand? Ave Mother Lilith. I hope this helped my babies.